Imagine this. The Pantheon in Rome has stood for nearly 1,300 years. Its dome spans exactly 43.3 meters of pure, unreinforced concrete. No steel rebar, no tension cables, no expansion joints. Just concrete. It weighs over 4,535 metric tons and has never required major structural repairs since ancient times. It has withstood devastating earthquakes, Tiber River floods, barbarian invasions, and 17 centuries of Roman weather, remaining flawless. Subscribe and comment for more ancient videos. Now look at your own driveway poured 5 years ago. See those fine cracks spiderwebbing across the surface? The edges of your garage foundation, the one that cost thousands, already showing stress fractures. Modern industry promises conventional concrete lasts 50-100 years with regular maintenance. In reality, residential foundations often show distress much sooner. Why the massive gap? In January 2023, researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, confirmed something straight out of science fiction. Roman concrete doesn't just endure, it actively self-heals. Whenever a crack forms and rainwater seeps in, an internal chemical reaction seals the damage automatically. The material doesn't merely survive, it regenerates. Best part, you can replicate this formula for home or personal projects. It uses 3 main ingredients. But here's the catch that buried this secret for 20 centuries. Mix them the way every modern engineering textbook has taught since the 1800s, and you get ordinary concrete that crumbles in 50 years. One precise detail in the mixing process alters the entire molecular chemistry. Until 2023, no living scientist fully understood it. Before revealing the step-by-step recipe, tell me in the comments. Your house, garage, sidewalk. How long until the first crack appeared? Real stories like yours make this matter. In 1824, English bricklayer Joseph Aspdin patented what he called Portland cement, named for its resemblance to prestigious Portland stone. Within a century, it dominated worldwide construction. Roads, bridges, skyscrapers, dams, foundations, airport runways, parking garages, everything. And nearly all of it fails on timelines that would baffle a Roman engineer. Recent official figures tell the story. The American Society of Civil Engineers 2025 Infrastructure Report Card gave U.S. infrastructure an overall C, the best since ratings began in 1998, when it was a D. More than 42,000 bridges remain structurally deficient per 2024 Federal National Bridge Inventory data. Over 168 million daily vehicle trips cross them. Bridge rehabilitation alone costs an estimated $191 billion. Total infrastructure gaps exceed $3.7 trillion. The average U.S. bridge is 47 years old, designed for 50-year service life. Many have reached or exceeded that limit. Unlike Roman works, they don't strengthen over time. What should truly frustrate you? Modern concrete cracks not just from age, but from the strengthening material inside it, steel rebar. Moisture inevitably penetrates, reaches the steel, causes corrosion. Rust expands massively, bursting the concrete from within. The tensile reinforcement becomes the destruction mechanism. Every bridge with rusty stains bleeding down columns shows this in real time. Compare to antiquity. The Pons Fabricius in Rome, built in 62 BC by Commissioner Lucius Fabricius, still carries pedestrian traffic over the Tiber after more than 2,080 years. No rebar, no Portland cement, no joints. Fabricius's inscriptions remain legible on the arches. The Pantheon's 43-meter unreinforced dome stands flawless after nearly 2 millennia. Something doesn't add up. Why not build like the Romans? Because until 3 years ago, scientists thought they already knew the recipe. Volcanic ash plus lime plus water. Simple. Yet lab recreations never matched the original. They cracked and aged like flavored Portland cement. Something was missing, hiding in plain sight. For decades, the standard explanation, Roman concrete owed its magic to Pozzolan, volcanic ash from Pozzolan near Naples Bay. Mixed with lime and water, it forms hydraulic bonds that harden underwater. True, the Romans shipped it empire-wide. But ingredients alone aren't the process. That's where centuries of error lay. MIT materials scientist Professor Admir Masic studied Roman samples for years. High-resolution imaging always showed the same. Tiny white chunks scattered throughout. Millimeter-scale bright calcium carbonate deposits called lime clasts. For 200 years, researchers dismissed them as sloppy mixing or poor quality control. Careless Roman work. Masic wasn't convinced. If Romans perfected history's most remarkable building material over centuries, why would they be careless with mixing? In 2023, his MIT team, with Harvard, Italian, and Swiss labs, used multi-scale correlative chemical mapping on 2,000-year-old wall samples from Prevernum, Italy. The discovery flipped assumptions. Lime clasts weren't mistakes. They came from quicklime, calcium oxide, not slaked lime, prehydrated. This tiny distinction changes everything. Historians and engineers assumed Romans used slaked lime, quicklime already mixed with water, stable, safe, easy. Even Vitruvius's De Architectura seemed to describe it. Prevernum samples revealed otherwise. Romans mixed quicklime directly into dry volcanic ash before adding water. Hot mixing. Quicklime plus water releases massive heat, internal temps 200 degrees Celsius. This isn't minor. It forms unique compounds like calcium aluminosilicates impossible at room temperature. A different molecular material. Heat doesn't fully dissolve quicklime. Remnants trap as white lime clasts, dormant repair kits. Key mechanism. A crack forms. Rainwater enters, reaches a clast, dissolves reactive calcium into a solution that flows along the crack. It recrystallizes as strong calcium carbonate, bonding both sides, sealing it. More, recrystallized carbonate reacts with surrounding pozzolana, forming additional cementitious compounds. Repairs match the original matrix chemically. Repaired zones can strengthen by filling original micropores. Lab-proof, hot mixed concrete cracked deliberately, water circulated. Cracks sealed fully in 2 weeks, flow to zero. Standard slaked lime batches never healed. Each lime clast is a distributed reactive calcium reservoir. Water activates them, restarting local cementation at damage points. Distributed throughout, self-healing covers every cubic centimeter, not just surfaces. Roman structures don't just survive, they adapt. Every crack becomes reconstruction opportunity from within. If forgotten knowledge like this excites you, subscribe. Much of what I cover was buried or ignored for centuries. Time to change that. Skeptics noted, 2023 study used one Prevernum wall, maybe a local quirk. Then archaeologists uncovered a time capsule in Pompeii's Regio 9 district. Excavations, 2023-2024, revealed homes damaged by prior earthquake, under renovation when Vesuvius erupted in 79 CE, buried instantly under ash meters deep. Inside one house, an active site, not ruins. Stacked ceramic tiles ready for reuse, tools laid down, wheelbarrows nearby, walls half-built, mortar still fresh when ash hit. On the ground, perfectly preserved raw material piles workers were about to use. Professor Admir Masic visited early 2024. Seeing untouched piles from 79 CE, he teared up. As if workers might return any moment. Archaeologists joked about crying over dirt, but that dirt settled a 2,000-year debate. Masic's team analyzed raw piles, half-built, finished walls. Results, published December 2025 in Nature Communications, were conclusive. Dry piles contained quicklime premixed dry with volcanic ash, exactly hot mixing. Volcanic ash wasn't uniform. Diverse reactive minerals, volcanic glass, fragments, reacted at varying rates. Concrete continued chemical changes for years, decades, centuries post-pore. Pumice particles formed new mineral deposits long after initial hardening. Calcium ions diffused from clasts, reacting to produce amorphous phases and crystalline calcium carbonates. Roman concrete isn't just durable, it's dynamic, strengthening over time. Portland cement chose speed, cost over longevity. Now the practical how-to. Ingredient 1, quicklime, calcium oxide. Source of those dismissed white clasts. Add dry, never slake first. This single detail enables everything. Slaking yields ordinary lime mortar, strong but no self-healing. Safety warning. Quicklime is highly caustic. Severe chemical burns to skin eyes possible. Water reaction violently exothermic, 200 degrees, visible steam. Romans did it outdoors in Italian summer. Use thick gloves, sealed eye protection, excellent ventilation, outdoors or well-ventilated area. Romans used Naples Bay volcanic ash. Modern substitutes, metakaolin, calcined kaolin clay from ceramic supplier stores, ground pumice powder, fly ash, coal byproduct. Test for reactivity varies. Needs high silica alumina for calcium reaction. Crushed stone, gravel, broken brick, volcanic tuff. These form the structural backbone. Romans varied, using heavy travertine or tuff for bases and light pumice for the Pantheon's upper dome to reduce weight. First, dry mix quicklime and pozzolan thoroughly. No water yet. This matches Pompeii piles. Then add water. This triggers an exothermic reaction, heating rapidly with possible steam. This heat creates reactive clasts and unique compounds. Next, work the mix into forms while the reaction is active. Heat and chemistry trap reactive calcium throughout. For curing, an initial set takes 7 to 14 days. The magic continues. Pozzolanic reactions strengthen for months, years, even centuries. Clasts remain dormant until crack activated. Rain triggers new healing cycles. It's not fast. Portland cement sets in hours. Roman needs days or weeks. Industry picked speed. You can pick permanence. Irrefutable evidence. A 2023 MIT Science Advances study showed lab cracks sealed in 2 weeks. A 2025 Pompeii Nature Communications article from the frozen site confirms hot mixing with a dry quicklime premix. This is backed by multi-scale chemical analysis across various labs. Vitruvius was likely not wrong, perhaps misinterpreted or described an earlier method. He noted latent heat fitting hot mixing. Science advances. Professor Masic founded DMAT to develop Roman-inspired modern concretes for commercial use. Trade-offs honest, more labor, longer curing, specific pozzolans less available than Portland, won't suit 6-month skyscrapers. But for foundations, retaining walls, garden walls, patios, cisterns, anything for grandchildren to inherit, nothing modern matches Roman achievements. Pantheon stands after 1,100 years. Pons Fabricius carries pedestrians after 21 centuries. Meanwhile, 42,000 plus U.S. bridges deficient, newest younger than average Roman aqueducts. We didn't advance beyond Romans. We abandoned it for cheaper, faster, short-lived material. Romans knew, best materials aren't easiest. They improve with time. Recipe, 3 ingredients. Process, 1 critical sequence. Science, confirmed. Now yours. I'm researching another ancient technique modern engineers dismissed for centuries. Data remarkable. Suggest one for deep dive in comments. Thanks for reading. If this changed your view of concrete, like, share, subscribe for more buried knowledge that can reshape building. See you next.